What if your Python program could make decisions? Welcome back to the Code Up. Today we'll be learning about if conditions, logical and arithmetic operations. So we'll start by creating a new project. I just name that if conditions and text only. Create. If conditions simply lets the computer choose what you're meant to do. So let's just put it in a real life form. So let's say this is how it works. If you have less than 50, you get, if you have less than 50, you get an F. And if you have, no, F, enter. If you have um greater than 50 but less than 60, you get an E, and so much in gradings. And let's say you have, huh? And let's say you have greater than 95 and you get an A. So that's simply how if conditions work. They look at what you've told them. Okay, so if the score is less than something, it does something. So let's just give an example. Let's say we are going into a theme park and we have age to tell you the price of how much you pay to enter the theme park. Let's say the age is 13. And if the what we want the computer to do is if the age, so we write if age is greater than 16, that's how we just simply write it out. So if you want to say if the age is greater than 16, then do this, right? If age greater than 16, a colon, we enter, we have an indentation, and whatever we put inside the indentation, the computer does that if the age is greater than 16. So we can just write print you or an out. Actually, I will spell it adult. The ticket costs, let's just go with 30. Yeah. uh, Most of the time whenever you have the if condition, it usually comes in pair with else, and else is simply anything other than that. So if it is less than 16, equal to 16, anything that is not greater than 16, that just works for it. And I might as well just write print you, what did I do? Oh yeah, and I'll see. Print you are a child. Why is my spelling this? You're a child. Um, the ticket costs in 15 or something like that. So that's technically what if does. It just checks the condition, and if the condition is well is true, then we do whatever is under the condition. So that's just the simplest example I can give. So also there's also if else. So that means if you want to check a condition, check another condition before you leave it out to it. So let's go. If you are greater than, let's change this a bit. So if age is greater than 20, the tickets cost E30. Then instead of us just go into less than 20, we must go elif. That means I will go age is greater. So now, now, wait, wait, this is also wrong. Python is sensitive to case, so yeah, this is not this I should be doing, but yeah. Elif age is greater than, I mean, greater than, let's go 16. Now I'm going to, so all I've been using, if you watch my previous video, all I've been using this greater than and this equals, this greater than, they are all something called arithmetic operators, which are, well, in a sense mathematical operators. So now I'm about to use logical ones, which are and or and stuff like that. So if age is greater than 16 and age is also less than, oh yeah, 20. So that means if the age is in between 16, well, actually not in between 16, I should have gone greater or equal to if I wanted 16 to be included. But so if the age is in between 17 and 17 is included, and is less than 19 and, well, in a sense, 20 is not included because I did not put equal to. So in fact, I feel like I should give a list of the arithmetic operators and a list of the logical ones. So let me just do that so that we are clear on what we're facing. So this is equal to, well, yeah, less than hashtag. This is equal to greater than hashtag. This is equal to, I shouldn't have used these buttons. Let me just use colons instead. Well, actually, they're meant to be colors, not semicolons. That's equal to less than or equal to, and then we also have the same thing here, which is, well, greater than, so this would be greater than or equal to, this is equal to, that equal to, and finally we have this, which is not equal to. So yeah, so then you can add, so those are the things we can use there, and then we now have the logical operators. So, and they are written exactly the way they are written in English, which is why Python is very simple. And is, and or is or. So that's, so let's create this, and instead of us to go this, we can just go print you a young out. Why do I always spell this out? Then ticket costs e, and we can go to actually I always call this e instead of £20. So yeah. So this is how you can simply use them, and you can use them in any way you can. If it's not equal to this, if it's equal to this, if it's greater than or equal to this, if it is greater than or equal to 20 but less than or equal to 30. So you can use it in any way you want to do this, and essentially as long as you put them in the right syntax. So practice. So in this case, you are a child, the tickets cost, and we can change the age to make it, let's go 17. And oh, I forgot to, as I said, syntax. You are young adult, this ticket costs £20, and we can just make it 35, and you're an adult, and we make it to, you're a child. So we can just put it in this range or this range, and we can also, using how we can take in the thing from these, I might as well go integer input and enter your age, run, enter your age 56, you're an adult, enter your age 2, your child, enter your age 18, you're a young adult. So that's simply how it works in this case. So this may be, well, great to memorize because you need them. I think if you're in math, you only have to memorize two of this if you're really good at math or remember math a lot. You will learn to remember this. No, you don't really need to do, because and is that it is in English. So that's why Python is one of my favorite languages. So yeah, favorite coding languages. So yeah, and if you enjoyed this lesson, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next class.